welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Tracy, and I am back with another video. Anyways, before any further ado, please allow me to remind you what to do. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn notification buttons on. You hear it first. So, today I'll be talking about a very important topic. This is no joke. This is no joke, guys. And if you are watching this video, and if anything that I'm about to talk about, I'm about to list, I'm about to elaborate on, and it sounds familiar, if it smells like smoke, it's a fire. That means you need to make drastic changes. That means you need to cut the umbilical cord. Is it umbilical cord or umbilical cord? The umbilical cord. Yeah, not biblical. Umbilical cord. And that means you either need to exit stage left real quick. So, what I would like to talk about is signs that shows or telltale signs that says you're in a toxic relationship. And I'm just going to jump right into it. All take and no give. I don't know if you understand exactly what that means. All take and no give. That means you are the only person who is putting into this relationship boat, and you are not getting anything back. Nothing. This person not deposit nothing. You are the only one who is depositing in the relationship. The only person. You are just giving. Whether emotionally, whether financially, whether physically, you're just giving. This person ain't doing anything. It's a toxic relationship. The next one, you're feeling drained and exhausted all the time. That's not a place you want to be. If you're in a relationship and you're always feeling drained, exhausted, overwhelmed all the time, the energy is not right. Your space is not right. That person's aura is off. When your energy is not right, when you're not centered, it's not something you want to be a part of. If you are just going to feel drained all the time, this is not somewhere you want to be. It's not the right place, not the right space. There's no trust. There's no trust. You can't trust each other. If you're in a relationship and you cannot trust the person, you're not supposed to be in that relationship. That is not a relationship. You must have some level of trust in whom you're with. And I'm not telling anybody to trust anybody wholeheartedly, because I trust no one. If you cannot give somebody the benefit of the doubt, that is a problem. So you must be able to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Your environment is hostile. What I mean your environment is hostile, I mean this person is always jumping off at the mouth. This person is always ready to pop off. That's a problem. It's a problem. A relationship is toxic. constant judgment. You're always being judged. There's no compliments. Your flaws is always the first thing to be identified. It's like it's at the top of the list. Why are you there? It's a toxic relationship. It's a toxic relationship. You don't want to be in a relationship with anybody who is always going to be pointing out your flaws. If that's all this person can do is point out your flaws and be judgmental 24/7, 44/8, you're in a toxic relationship. Persistent unreliability. You cannot rely upon them. At no point you can rely on them. They are not reliable. You cannot expect them to move the cup from the left side of the table to the right side of the table. You cannot expect them to move the cow and come back. Leave at 6 to the farm and come back at 7. Because by the end of the day, you may not see them back from them. They left to move the cow or to go to the farm and to be back at 7. You don't see them back for the rest of the day. Unreliable. Narcissism. Just a narcissistic beast. It's all about them. Me, me, me. I. Me, me, me. So where's us? When it's we. When it's our. Obviously, that is a problem. Toxic communication. That means if you're not able to communicate with this person at no level at all, you're either always screaming, just barking at each other, or just jump like you're just flying off the handle. Every chance you get, what? No? What do you want? Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. What? What do you want now? Talk. So what you gotta say? What? How are you gonna communicate with somebody if you're not able to fully express yourself? Or if you're about to open your mouth, like your head, you just know not to open your mouth, because if you open your mouth, your head is gonna be bitten off. It's like a shark. That's a problem. Jealousy. And that's a big one, guys. Jealousy is not love. Do not confuse the two. Jealousy is not love. If somebody's jealous, it's time to leave. Someone who is a jealous person is not somebody you want to be around. Take it from me. A jealous person is not somebody you want to be around. They will kill you. I'm telling you, a jealous person is a deadly person. Remember, controlling behaviors and controlling, I don't know how I can break down controlling for you. Someone who wants to control your every move. They don't believe you can make any decision on your own. My throat is dry. They don't think you can make any decision on your own. You're not able to move the cup without consent. You're not able to make a decision. If you're going to town, you have to tell them, I'm going to town. If you're going to the toilet, I have to tell you, I'm going to the toilet. They want to darn near sit in the toilet with you when you're on the toilet. That is control. You don't want that in your life. It's time to run. Resentment. You don't want to be with someone who resents you, because it never changes. If something happened in the relationship and it causes any kind of resentment, and this is something that the person keeps talking about it, or every chance the person gets, they bring it back up, that is resentment. It's time to pack up shop, because it's not going to change. It's only going to get worse. Unless you can handle something like that. And like I said, what I'm saying is basically, if you, like I said at the top of the video, if you're experiencing any of the titles or the topics that I just mentioned, or the verbatims that I just mentioned. Oh, sorry. That means you're in a toxic relationship and you should walk away. That's a recommendation I would give. Walk away. Someone who's just totally dishonest. There's no honesty. If it doesn't make no sense you're with somebody who's not honest. If they cannot be honest with themselves, how are they going to be honest with you? It's time to leave. Someone who's just disrespectful. And I'm talking about disrespectful all across the board. Like, this person have no respect for you. That should be a done deal. That should be your number one deal breaker. Someone who do not respect you should not be in your life, should not be in your space. They should not earn the privilege. They shouldn't earn that. Anybody who's in my space, it's a privilege for you to be here, darling. It's a privilege for you to be my presence. I'm sorry. If you don't have that, you gotta, what? You gotta go. It's not happening. Someone who have negative financial behavior. Example, a gambler. Honey, if you want to be a homeless mess, if you want to be homeless or be broke for the rest of your life, you can put up with a gambler. Well, that's just an example. And gambling is an addiction. That's an illness. But I don't know anybody who wants to put up with an illness, because they're going to gamble you out of a roof? You're not going to have a car to drive? You're not going to have the rent paid, your mortgage paid? They gamble that there's no food, there's no milk for the baby? What are you going to do? So, someone who has negative financial behavior, they don't pay bills. They don't care if the credit score is all the way screwed up. It's you just have to, like I said, I am pointing these things out not to judge anybody, but just to ensure that if you're in a situation and you're watching this video and I have discussed any of these, anything that I've discussed or talked about just now, if it's in your relationship, you have to make some big changes. Or you have to decide, listen, it's time to walk away. Exit stage left. Right? So, again, remember, please share my videos. Tell a friend. We all know somebody other than ourselves, right? So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn the notification buttons on. You hear it first.